Hey now, Steve Stevens for Bionic Buzz. We're at Punk Rock and Paintbrushes art show here in downtown Los Angeles. It's gonna be an amazing red carpet. Let's go see who we can talk to. Okay, before we get into your artwork here tonight, here at Bionic Buzz, we're all about people's passion. Tell us where your passion for music came from. Is there an album that inspired you, or was it a live performance that you wanted?
I think that the first album that got me into rock and roll was Welcome to the Jungle, Guns N' Roses.
Nice.
I was, I think, 10 years old, 11 years old, and the first time I heard Welcome to the Jungle, every single hair on my arm raised up. And I was like, what is that noise? I gotta know what it is. And then I saw a poster of Guns N' Roses, and Axl Rose was sitting on a street with a bottle of whiskey between his legs, and I felt weak in the knees. And but the whole look of Guns N' Roses just screamed rock and roll. And I was a kid growing up in the Midwest, and I thought it was incredibly intoxicating, and I wanted to be a part of it. So that kind of shaped my life. I ended up moving to Los Angeles because Guns N' Roses was from LA, you know, and then I got into thrash metal, and that's when I became a metal girl. So,
cool. It was some like Teen Spirit for me when I first saw that at 11 years old. So, cool. Well, you got some amazing art pieces here today.
Thank
so
you.
Explain about it. What did you do? What art?
I've got 7 pieces here tonight. They're all highly feminine. I love drawing women. I always have drawn women since I was a kid. I remember getting in trouble in school for drawing. I think I was in middle school, and I drew a fetus like with a cord wrapped around the mother, naked, big boobs. So I got in trouble because people thought it was weird. People still think I'm weird, the art that I draw. I celebrate being a woman. I celebrate all things sexual, sexual power, sexual freedom.
Yeah.
And my art's a little bit dark. Sex isn't squeaky clean. It is a very dark thing for a lot of women. There's ups and downs, and I celebrate the good stuff and the bad stuff and the things that we go through as we grow, finding ourselves sexually. So that in a nutshell is what my art is about, and I kind of use myself as my own muse, if you will, and kind of showcase how I feel about sex and death. You know, I've worked I worked for Playboy, and I was a mortician, and so all of my art is very sex and death themed because that's what I've done my whole life.
Nothing wrong with that. Cool. So how'd you get involved in the organization here? It's all for a good cause, the Sidewalk Project.
Emily called me one day. She got my number from a friend, and she asked me to be part of an art show that she was doing. This is about 1.5 years ago now. So I think this is my 3rd show with them, and I love being a part of it. I think the women involved are definitely share my spirit.
Yeah.
And it's just such a great collection of art, all different kinds of mediums. You know, you go to some art shows and it's all fancy oil paintings.
Yeah.
And it's very intimidating. But you come to a show like Punk Rock and Paintbrushes, and you have all different styles, all different kinds of people, and everything is interesting to look at, and it's really fascinating, and I'm really thankful to be a part of it.
Very nice. And before I let you go, any upcoming projects coming out you're able to talk about? Or?
Well, I just released a new. Every year I release a book of my sketches from, that I do on tour every year. This one is Gash 6, so I'm celebrating being able to survive off my artwork for 6 years, which is a huge accomplishment, as you guys know, for all of us artists and musicians. It's a very hard road nowadays, so I'm very privileged that I don't have to have a real job anymore, though I loved all my real jobs, but I love being all music, all art, all the time. So that's out now, and Butcher Babies is home writing a new album, so I'm really excited about that too. And
Could be exciting 2019.
Yes, it is.
Very nice. Cool. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us.
Thank you.
Take care.